game night with the Game Nights.
Yes.
And welcome back. So we are responding to your comments. Comments specifically on our last Loki reaction video. Because, you know, sometimes there's a lot to discuss. A lot to discuss in the back and forth. Who's right, who's wrong. It's Oz. And... well, no, Oz might be right on a number of things. We'll find out. And because of the discussion, we like to hear what you're saying and have a discussion with you guys, not just ourselves. So...
That's funny, coming from Shad. What?
What do you mean?
Just as the resident talker, you know, it's...
Yeah, but... I guess I talk to myself when I'm making videos, but that's really talking to my audience.
No. Okay.
Anyway, let's read some comments. Nathan, do you want to do the comments?
Sure, I'll grab it.
Who left a fidget spinner here?
Here, I'll get rid of it.
This is... No.
No, give it here.
No.
Shad.
You know where I got this? I accidentally snuck it. So my first VidCon, I accidentally snuck into the VIP access room. There's a video on Shadiversity about it, and because there was like, I thought that was like the YouTuber room, but there was even a higher room for the even higher VIPs, and I got in there, and they had all this free just stuff to pick up, and like this, what's that symbol? Is it Instagram?
Yeah.
This is like Instagram was handing these out for free, so I was like, I gotta. No, I wasn't technically supposed to have it. They let me in. I assumed that it was just where you go.
Well, if they recognise you and be like, oh, hey, yeah, I know you. In you go. That's good enough, right?
And man, they had it was. Look at my video. They had color coded lollies. They had like free like a juicer on demand. Like, you know, they had
Juicer on demand.
Your guy was like, yeah, I have that, and they juice it for you and give it to you. Like,
It's usually steroids.
it was such special treatment.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so should we? I've got some.
Get
comments.
this away from me! Be gone, demon thing!
I've got some comments saved on my phone that I can read out.
Selectively picked. Do I need to pick some?
They're not comments that are particularly siding with me. They're just ones I liked.
Okay.
Jeez, you guys think I'm that biased?
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I am not. Okay. Yes, Oz is right about cum. Thought we could start with edginess straight off the bat. No pun intended. Team Oz assemble. That's from...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Rayus.
Yeah. Do you want me to...
Team Oz!
Do you want me to look up, like, really?
Team Oz assemble. No, I'm still reading my comments, thank you very much. If Oz accepted that chess is played in 2 dimensions, he'd be melted. You're damn straight I would be. I would go against...
We have more to say about that. We're just like, that's fine. Oz and I are going to have a debate. A great and mighty debate where we will share our arguments back and forth to determine who is correct, if chess is 2D or 3D. That's coming out.
Chess is a 3D board due to knights. It's L-shaped and has jumped a couple.
Oz, really?
Wrong video.
Do you want to get
Oz
into...
is so big brain that he adds 1 dimension to every dimension.
Oh my god.
As much as I want
Oz is a bit salty because most of the comments, especially in the last video, was agreeing with me about chess. And so Oz has selectively picked out the ones that agree with him so he can read them off.
You would do exactly the same thing.
No, I wouldn't, because I don't have comments saved on my phone
As much as
for
I want
comments
to
that
side,
agree with
as
me.
much as I want to side with fellow Oz, you're wrong on chess. See, I even saved that one.
Oh.
No, but just said
wow.
he wants to side with me because he knows how logical and smart I am. You know... Okay, this is what I actually checked out, right? You know, when Oz said he doesn't like anime, a sudden thought came to mind, and that honestly, Oz reminds me of Kazuma from Konosuba. And I went and actually had a look at that character, and he says some based stuff, man. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I'm going to put some clips in right now.
俺は真の男女平等を願う者。都合のいい時だけ女の権利を主張し、都合の悪い時は男のくせにとか言っちゃう輩は許さない人間だ。
Okay, there you go. So... Obviously, that is me in anime form.
All right, so we're going via the top comments on the last Loki video, and we're not only going to be doing it we're going to do it on we'll do a video responding to comments on the videos we make that get a lot of interaction, basically. That there's a lot to discuss, and it gets viewed a decent amount, and so whatever happens in the future, if it's a Loki video or other things, we'll try and do a comment reply thing. And we're going to go top comments down.
Yep.
Okay. Are you sure? All right.
Do you want me to read that one? I'll read that one.
The first one, Shad. Welcome to Game Nights. Oz. F monetization.
No, you didn't read it right.
Like,
let me read it.
That's. You don't need to read it, Oz.
No,
It's
can
fine.
I read
Oz,
my part?
This is my bit. Okay, I read the comments.
That's about the only speaking you do in these things.
Yeah.
So it's not going to give it up.
Exactly.
Try to steal his only outlet.
And speaking of that, one person commented, I think your sign-off should be good night from the Game Nights, but only Nathan should say it. So when Nathan is unavailable, you should badly dub it over Oz speaking.
I like it.
Have a good night from the game. We'll see how. We'll see
Good
how.
night from the Game
What
Nights.
were we saying before?
It's
This is
game
the-
night with the game nights.
No, but the sign-off was like, we've been to game nights, and we wish you a good night.
night,
Something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Something like that. So it's very close.
Yes.
Oh my god. None of these are about Loki.
Well, then we'll just read them, appreciate them, and get to some of
Okay.
that. We'll get to them eventually.
You can read the long paragraphs, because I don't...
We don't want essays.
No,
but,
no, but...
You remember how I was saying we was Kang before?
Yeah, I read this one that explains what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll skip that, and if you want to know what that is, you can read it in the comments under the Loki video.
There is a difference between being hard and being strong. Hard is cold, it can break, and once broken is difficult to repair. Strong is warm, it bends, but stands firm. The people need to be strong.
It's a quote from the Wheel of Time.
Yes.
And that's the thing. I am hard all the time.
Next comment.
Even when you're looking at children?
Oh!
You said it! You laid it up!
If they're hot.
I have seen enough of the inside of a cell to not want this to go any further.
Give us the axe!
Please.
Give us the axe!
Go back later. To be fair, that's your fault. What am I going to do? Stand down? I never stand down.
We are risking some of these on game nights, right? The thing is, though, there should be a protection for humour on YouTube, and any reasonable person. And there is this type of humour on things that get a pass all the time on YouTube, especially late night, shows and things. And so, and especially when irony is like explicitly obvious and stuff. And so I hope that we won't get cancelled.
You know what?
Or demonetized.
Or arrested, right? They can do whatever the hell they want to us. We're not going to stop. We'll just keep going. And 1,000 times harder if we get sent to another platform because we can.
This is why we need your support on Patreon and Subscribestar. That will inoculate and protect us from the cancel.
Yeah, that will vaccinate it from us.
I seriously, that will help us. That means we can keep making this stuff, even if we do end up getting demonetized. And so, support. And thank you for everyone who has. I have noticed we've been getting some, people signing up to Patreon. I really appreciate it.
that's good.
Guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, we shall continue.
All right. I love this relaxed discussion at a round table.
Isn't it great? I have loved it too, and we've all really enjoyed it. And so it's like, yes. Yeah. And this is a permanent part of Game Nights. Now, of course, we're not giving up on our skits or review videos where it's a bit more serious and stuff.
It would be great if at some point we do something to do with games. Wouldn't that be cool? What if we did D&D? Would you guys want to see us doing D&D? All
right. I was just trying to seed something. We've already done a D&D recording, except it's been hard to schedule with the Dungeon Master. And he's a great guy to make himself available. And so one of the things that we've already done gaming on game nights, and we intend to keep doing in the future. It's a matter of setting up properly and scheduling and stuff. That's the main thing. And in terms of video gaming, we also have that on the books to be able to do. But we want to get some better equipment because just to let you know, this is the plan, right? if we're going to do it, especially if we're going to live stream, we want a screen switcher. So all our inputs from our screens go into one switcher, and then that goes into a computer that we then are streaming from. Yeah. That means we can jump between screens when we're or all of us will be on a game, and then we can jump between screens while we're actually streaming, and that'll make it really cool, more dynamic, more fun, and easier to edit as well. Because then we might record something and not stream it, but then we can switch between in the recording and again saving on editing.
Yes.
Yeah. Next one.
I'm watching you because I haven't seen it. It's more entertaining that way.
I love that, like, because that's really struck my comment where who would be watching us if it's like, I have been corrected, and that is brilliant. It's like,
you people out there that are watching this without watching the episodes, you're my heroes.
Oh.
You're my heroes. Join Team
I
Oz.
salute you.
Okay, now we're getting to Loki stuff.
Oh, here we go.
When you guys mentioned Loki finding his daggers, if you remember from episode 2, Owen Wilson was handing Loki his daggers as they were about to head out to find the female Loki. But the TVA lady says no and grabs them and puts them in her locker. That's how he knows where they are and can grab them from the locker room at the start of episode 3.
And there's some other theories, which we're probably going to read in the comments, that he didn't use telekinesis to stop the tower.
We'll get there. Yeah. That's really interesting about that, because hopefully a comment will bring it up. But if not, let's try and remember and bring it up ourselves, because there's a really interesting conversation about that. But going back to that thing about the daggers, yes, good. I forgot that, so thank you for pointing out. You're correct. I think my criticism I still have a criticism against it. It's very convenient that he ends up falling into the locker room where her locker is located. We saw how huge the TVA is.
Yeah.
Like, it's insanely big. And this raises another question, right? Now that we know that the TVA is staffed by variants, why are they all human?
Because
but the TVA is supposed to be policing the entire universe.
Well, maybe every other universe where they're like different species, like have their own TVA.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. Any other universe, right, will still have other planets in that universe with other species, and Marvel has already shown that.
There's tons of humanoid species in.
Yeah, but they're
all
pink
people from
and
Earth.
they're funny color. Yeah. Like Guardians of the Galaxy shows us the variants of the species in the MCU. So
maybe
there should be technically as many variants of other species as there are humans. Then, if they're staffed by variants,
if they're already communist time, Gestapo, just add one more. Racist to the mix too. They only pick.
There is a way to explain it, but again, this is me doing the job for the writers, and I shouldn't have to do it. And it could be that in the TVA, those that police a certain planet's timeline, right, always come from that same planet. And so because we're only dealing with events on Earth or humans, that's why the staff are only humanoid, so they don't perhaps cause as much of a ruckus when they appear on that planet. And then if you deal with a planet timeline of another species, that's when another section of the TVA is staffed by that species.
Wonder if there's more.
But again, this is me making that up.
What if there's more like Asgardian or Kree, TVA agents? They come from Kree or Asgard.
Hold on a minute. Your theory, okay? I was just thinking of the recording that southern chick, the southern clock chick, the animated chick, does about what the TVA is, and they have animated footage of the Kree fighting.
The Kree fighting Titan.
Yeah, which is not on Earth. So the TVA can't just be dealing with Earth. They must be dealing with other planets because they use non-Earth like scenarios to explain what they're doing.
So again, where are the other aliens?
Yeah.
This probably isn't true, but wondering if the melting process from the TVA battens actually teleports them to a mind-altering facility in the TVA to reprogram someone to work for the TVA.
But no, I don't think so. Yeah, no, it wouldn't, because their teleportation they've already showed is them opening up doorways and stepping through it. Why would they have two different types of teleportation for the same thing?
So, admirable theory, but
You're wrong.
Yeah.
You should feel ashamed of yourself.
Idiot!
Oh my goodness. Sit in a
Why are you
corner
here?
in shame and bow your head.
There's a channel for smart people.
I mean, my goodness. You could just go and kill yourself if that's where you're
Like Galaxy
going.
Brain Giga
Where
Chat.
is this coming from?
No, but seriously.
Don't do that.
No, don't.
We're being sarcastic. You're valued.
And if you are suicidal, right, there are people who can help. Like, go down to Bunnings, I'll give you a rope and it's free.
This is so bipolar.
What does that mean?
we're flipping back and forth. It's like, we've got to be careful. When we say something edgy, right, in sarcasm, there are people who don't understand sarcasm and they still take offense. And I was thinking about this, just tangents. You're here, you should expect that, right? Okay. So you have people who, well, it was my kitchen joke, right? There's a group of, people who usually get really bent out of shape at, kitchen jokes, let's just say, right? And I was thinking, if you are trying to tell people that you're not allowed to make a joke because it offends you, that essentially disqualifies you from ever making any joke that's at the expense of anything else. Because any joke you make that's at the expense of anything, guaranteed a person who is connected to anything, someone is going to get offended at it. You will never avoid being able to offend people. So instead of just causing everyone to shut their mouths and never being able to say anything sarcastically or in jest, how about people grow up and stop being offended at things that aren't meant to be offensive?
Jordan Peterson actually talks about this, and I know you guys love it when I mention him. He says that, and this is in the Kathy Newman debate. He said,
that's great.
In order to live and speak truthfully, you have to risk being offensive and being offended.
Well, you're misquoting him. I know the quote more
accurately. What did he say exactly?
It says, in order to think, you have to risk being offensive.
Or being offended.
Yeah. And absolutely. And so if you're going to be bent out of shape for a joke, it just means that now...
You're a weak person, you idiot.
Now, this is the thing. There are jokes that offend me that touch on sensitive topics, right? But I don't tell them that they're not allowed to say those jokes.
Yeah.
Okay? There's the key thing. Because I understand they're doing it in jest, even though I find it in bad taste because of my own sensibilities and biases, right? They're perfectly entitled to say it. Okay? And I would be a hypocrite to say I can't say it because I like to make fun of myself. I like to make fun of things. I like nunchucks. They're garbage.
Oh, awful.
Awful. Terrible. Yeah. Like, if you use nunchucks, I mean, like, what do you
Nunchucks are for dumb people.
That's a bit mean, Oz. That's too far. So anyway, that's my, I just wanted to share that about, stop taking offense, grow up and everything, and then the world will be a better place.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Next comment.
Loki does not have telekinesis. It's called concretikinesis?
Concretikinesis.
Concretikinesis. There's
stop.
lots of C's and K's in
How
it.
much concrete is there in a Roomba?
Does he explain the difference?
No, it just says
That's
it.
concretikinesis. Concretikinesis.
I disagree. To my understanding what telekinesis is, and there's no further definition, so I can't go with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not going to be bothered looking it up.
It's not like Magneto. You can't freaking create bloody pockets of air that can specifically move concrete, nothing else.
Yeah.
Magneto can do that?
Well, he does it with metal, but then concretikinesis is like telekinesis,
sure
except
Magneto
specifically
uses-
for concrete.
I'm pretty sure Magneto uses magnets, not...
Magnetic fields, but like...
That could have been a joke.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
a
pretty sure
joke.
it was
That's
a
what I'm
joke.
saying.
See, I took it completely seriously. I thought you were trying to correct me. Concretikinesis.
Okay, what's that
next.
one?
Hey, I can be a bit dense sometimes. Just,
That's how they do your haircut.
yeah. Or I was like, nothing goes above my head.
Oh.
My reflexes are too fast and I would catch it.
Okay, next comment. It says my name in it. Read it.
Next comment. No, it's not. Wrong comment.
Oz, stop looking at his screen.
Okay.
You pervert.
This is the kitchen comment.
I'm sorry, I'm going too far with being mean to you.
Just me.
I need to rein it back.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Well, you reacted as hilarious, but it's because it's also a bit of comeuppance.
Don't you
I
know
need to
Jimmy
get you.
too?
No, I need to get you back where you're like, what? You think you'd ever made a dig at me?
I didn't say I didn't.
Good. See, it balances out. Oz gets me, I get at him.
Not only do I get attacked, but I'm like, you did this, you monster.
You
I'm
did.
I'm getting accused. I'm getting...
You said I took it in the wrong hole in one of these other videos. That was deeply hilarious.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Hilarious. And-
Deeply offensive, you were going to say, I bet?
no, just means it gives me, like I said, the
You
gay
swallowed,
joke.
you swallowed water wrong and coughed. I said you took it down the wrong hole.
You can, and that I like dragon's balls and things like that. You see, Oz is always attacking me. I'm just trying to even the odds when I attack him back.
Sorry, you triggered?
No,
You
I'm
offended?
not. No, but I just want to justify. That's why I do it.
Okay.
Next comment.
All right, let's read the comment I was originally planning to reading. Okay. I think every kitchen should have a woman. Joke's on you. I burn down every kitchen I try to operate. I am an XX chromosome weapon of mass kitchen destruction. Developed an underground feminist lab. Men beware.
See, this is what
I
Shad
think
was
I'm in
talking
love.
about.
Comment down below again, lady.
Get over yourself.
No, that's a great comment.
That's what I'm saying. Be like this woman.
Yeah, that's
That
awesome.
person-
Be like her.
I want to marry that lady.
See, exactly.
Okay, so actually,
Just for your sense of humour, let's have sex.
Oh, nice!
Develop the funniest child to ever live. We will have the funniest child
Don't
to ever live.
solicit sex.
Solicit? I'm not going to pay her. She can pay me. Chad, what's the first thing you tell everyone that you introduce to me?
To never take anything he says seriously.
Well, bravo. Keep doing that.
But the thing is, I have to try to count for other people who actually haven't heard the disclaimer.
Okay, we'll start every video with
Yes, every single video. Disclaimer. Never take on seriously.
Never. Except when it comes to chess.
But here's something. So a mate of mine, he was in university with his friend, and they would write poetry and put it up on the wall. And
That's
he
the
would
gayest
use
thing
green.
I've ever heard.
And Oz would know.
They were English majors. So he would write in blue, okay, and his friend would write in green. And a woman came up to them and said, "Hey, I really like what you're doing. I want to join in." And they said, "Well, look, this is kind of our thing. So if you want to join, you're going to have to use a different colour paper to us. And we've used blue and green. The only one that left available is pink." She actually got kind of put out about this, and she was like, "Oh, because I'm a woman, I have to use pink." And so my friend said, "Yeah, and while you're at it, you can go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich." And see, if she had the same attitude as Nesbit, would have been fine.
Oh, I forgot. People want us to read out who the commenter is.
Oh yeah, Nesbit.
So,
You're a freaking legend.
Sorry we didn't do that for previous comments. We'll do it from comments now. Read out who the commenter is so
Yeah.
they get the credit. Yeah, like when you show that you're deeply offended by something, you're just giving the people power
Yeah.
to offend you because they know what triggers you. And so with that response like that, make me a sandwich, they did that purposely to trigger them further because now you gave them power to do it, and they're showing they don't give a damn about your offence. Like, and it's not that they're actually sexist; they're doing it just to tick you off.
Like, if I offend someone and they're like, "Hey, dude, could you please not?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure." But if they're like, "How dare you?" That's when I know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to stab them twice as hard. Next.
All right, next one is from Woken. I can't read the last
Woken?
part of the name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Woken.
because it goes ...
Click on the
Woken
name.
Lun.
Lun.
Woken Lun.
Oz's theory about that the female Loki is actually...
Woken lunatic. Woken lunatic.
Okay.
Oz's theory about that the female Loki is actually Loki's mum from the past is actually good. That also means he's teaming up with his mum.
The ultimate power.
See, I actually think Oz is wrong even more now. I
Really?
don't think she is his mum.
Okay.
Actually-
it was just speculation.
No, you were ready to take it to the bank.
Sure.
Yeah, like...
If I had a piece of paper with money, with
hey,
number
with
written
that crap you were trying to pull on me that I get everything wrong, that's it. It's like, as soon as Oz gets anything wrong, and especially
Okay.
one, there was one that where you're like, you can tell me I'm sure it's absolutely sure. Like,
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong small. If I'm right big. There you go.
Yep.
Good investment strategy.
I'm ready to just...
Only for the camera though. You're the sweetest guy when it's
I
turned
really
on.
am.
He really is.
am.
He's such a jerk when it's turned on.
I have my moments even off camera, I do admit.
Sometimes he gets me. Anyway, we won't talk about those times.
Oz is actually really easy to scare.
Oh my gosh.
He's always on the computer with his headphones on. So one time I came into the office, headphones on. So I just walked up and I literally just put my head right next to him. He was there, and I waited until he, like, whatever, like, there's a difference in the air pressure or something to make him turn. He freaked out so bad.
That's scary, okay? You're just sitting there doing that and you all of a sudden there's like a face next to you.
There was a video we did as well where Shad scared us all. Because we had the door open and it was pitch black outside.
Okay. Scared those two. I scared those
You
two.
were still kind of in
The
shock.
sun was down, right? They were in doing a vlog or something, which hasn't gone up, and but the curtain was open and there's a double door right there. So I just stood next to, like, at the window like this. And
Scared those two.
And we're gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up. Oz, do you want to do the magic for us?
Nathan looked and he was like, "Whoa!" And I'm like,
We still have the footage, don't we?
"I'm pretty sure we did."
Alright,
yeah.
Oz, bring it up. Do your magic
Okay.
trick.
Bam!
I thought it'd be fun for us to all get brooms and go to like a trampolining place.
That's terrifying.
Hello.
There you go.
See, I get a sadistic pleasure out of scaring people, and I have perfected it so good. I have some scares, right, that are top tier, next level. Like,
Do you know what mutually assured destruction is?
the thing is that they can't beat me. Like, when it comes to scares, I'm sorry, I'm just on the next level. And Jazza learnt this the hard way. So my brother, Jazza, I gotta tell you, like, this is one of the greatest scares I've ever done, okay? And it was so great, I scared someone to fall over, that they actually fell over.
I thought you were going to say you scared them to crap their pants or something. That would have been
It was
cool.
always that. Like, so I gotta tell you, right? In the house that we grew up, we had a toilet that was in between a laundry and bathroom, and it had 2 sliding doors on either side, okay? And so I noticed something that my brother, Joss, would do, is that he would turn off the light in the toilet before entering the bathroom and turn off the light. And it would be really dark, especially at night time. And me, logically, like, it's dark. You would leave the toilet on you leave the light on in the toilet, open the sliding door to the bathroom, turn the bathroom light on, and turn the toilet light off. Joss never did that. And so, one night, I saw he was in the toilet, and see, this is why I'm better, because I'd notice opportunities, and I was like, oh, I could do something with that. And when I see the opportunity, so Joss is in the toilet, right? Light is off in the bathroom, so I walk into the bathroom really quietly, and I put my face right next to the sliding door. So Joss gets out of the toilet. He turns the light off. It's pitch black. He can't see a thing. And he opens the sliding door. So I just go.
You're a bad brother and a bad human being.
Joss. His reaction. Holy crap! He falls back. And he literally falls over and he can't get up. It's like one of my best scares I've ever done.
That's brilliant.
Oh, I told you, I've perfected this art.
He says that, but he's still yet to scare me. Hasn't happened yet, and it won't.
Well, part of being a good scare is finding the right victims. And then
I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor.
No. People have tried to scare me in the park. I'm just too stoic.
With my entire family history of heart disease, it's a great idea to scare me.
I'm a bit reluctant to scare Ben as well, because I don't want to trigger his PTSD.
No, Ben would actually kill you with his bare hands.
So story time. A big part of my, without going into detail, a big part of my PTSD is from things that I endured while I was in South Africa. I lived in South Africa for over a year, and I saw a lot of pretty traumatic and serious things there.
And if you're wondering why, it's because it's South Africa.
Yeah, it's
End of story. You don't need any more explanation.
And I mean, I know there's a lot of safe places in South Africa. I wasn't in those safe places. Simple as that. But yeah, so I remember within a week of coming home from South Africa, I woke up in the morning at like 6:30 and went out, and it was out to the kitchen to do something. But my sister had already woken up, and so she thought it was a good idea to hide in the corner of the lounge room as I went into the kitchen. We have like this big open plan thing, and so I had my back turned to her, okay, and she snuck up to me in the dark and did this. Okay, and I turned around, I grabbed her shirt and cocked my fist back, and I was like, "Sarah, what the hell are you doing?" And I almost killed her. Yeah,
But it is also proof Ben can get scared.
And then
But you don't want to do
I
that.
don't get surprised. I get violent. Like, it's not great.
It's making me... I might want to...
Like, you want to wear headgear and be all gamps and
take your
up
glasses
and...
off. And,
Yeah, but yeah, no one scared me like that since then, and that was 5 years ago. So
Just means that it's a
throw down the
It
challenge.
is possible.
I'm pretty
now.
sure if I ran into this room naked coming at you, that would scare the crap out of you.
You just wouldn't know what to do.
Grab a weapon and keep distance. That's what you do.
I've had a naked man crawling towards me before, man. Okay, I know exactly what to do.
Give him his clothes back.
I don't know, we took him off him, so that's why I didn't have him.
Okay.
Next comment?
Just
Yeah.
context.
Oh, yeah,
I used to
comments,
work in the
that's
cells,
right.
guys.
We
Okay?
are moving on from that.
Maxi RB said, lighting setup is much better. Well done, Nathan.
Yeah, well done, Nathan.
we're trying something new again with the lighting in this episode. So
As
hopefully,
you can see, with the little...
do you see it? There's like green and blue ones.
Green and blue.
Yeah. Is that all we got?
Yes.
Man, we might need more. Anyway, okay.
More lights. Next one. Read it.
Oh, okay. If the TVA is supposed to be an allegory for communism, they're not going to say they're wrong. They're going to say the concept is good, but the execution is bad.
No,
a
the
real-time
concept's bad.
variant authority hasn't been tried yet.
Yeah, no, the concept is bad. Communism bad.
No.
What?
Certain types or variants of communism implemented can actually work. For instance, the family unit could be considered a type of communism.
Well, it's
okay?
not.
Where resources are redistributed to the members. And
No, but that's not what communism is. Communism is a classless, what do you call it? Hierarchical less society. Where you're
but there are people who make communes, right? And they function. The key difference, right, is entering into it willingly, okay? Communism doesn't work on a state level ever because it requires total power to the government, which breeds almost always corruption. And second, it takes, like, you have to literally steal everything from everyone, and including the people who don't want to enter into it
Yeah,
willingly.
but Shad, think about the psychology of it. Even in a family, there is a
Yeah, the
hierarchy.
family one might not be a good analogy.
Yeah, okay, now take literally any group of people can be completely selected at random from every demographic ever. There will still be a hierarchy that forms. There's still going to be one person who's going to be considered the alpha male. Even if they're vegan communists, there's going to be one of them who's more assertive. Like, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
There are hierarchies established,
I'm not saying
and
there
it's
are
usually
hierarchies,
psychosocial.
Oz, but I'm saying that
So there
there
can't be
are
communism.
No, so communism, it depends on your definition then, because communism isn't, to my understanding, a state that has no hierarchies. It's a matter of redistributing all resources equally amongst a
True
collective.
communism is a classless, stateless society where resources are just distributed according to need.
Resources.
Yeah. According to need or want, right? Preferably, it'd be everyone can have whatever they want, right? But it just doesn't work because the universe is limited.
Well, I agree it doesn't work because
Yeah.
humans are imperfect, but the smaller scale you go down, the more it can be maintained, and we've seen examples of people maintaining communist.
And what can these people achieve? They can dig some potatoes into the ground and they can live on the land for a few months before stuff breaks down and they get nothing achieved.
Oh no, there's people who've been able to maintain it longer than that. But anyway, so
Yeah, okay, next thing.
that takes us on to some.
But no, yes, a communist would say that about the TVA if it was communistic.
Yes. Okay, next comment by Mitch Ryan. The love discussion was literally there to shoehorn in that Loki is bi.
Probably, maybe.
Maybe.
Who cares? He's
Again,
he
like-
got impregnated by a
Well,
horse.
I saw a tweet by one of the writers saying that was their intent. They felt so happy that they would actually make it MCU continuity that Loki is bi. Personally, I don't care because actually, like, if anyone would be bi out of characters, it is Loki,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's actually got some validity in Norse mythology because in fact, Loki's more than bi. He
got impregnated by a horse.
He's into bestiality, even.
Mr. Hands. Do not Google that. Do not Google Mr. Hands and watch the video. Don't do it.
Oh gosh.
Next comment, please, so we can forget that I said that.
But no, I think that the last commenter had a point that the writers clearly had an agenda to try and shoehorn it in. Now, this is interesting because, like I said, I don't care. And if I was writing, it wouldn't have been a priority. Okay, even if Loki legitimately was bi in my canon and stuff like that, if it doesn't come up naturally in the conversation, doesn't matter. And we've seen anything in Loki so far where he's actually interested in anyone. And so that's kind of, he's all about gaining power and stuff, not really,
Well, what's that old saying? In life, everything in life is about sex except sex. Sex is about power. You haven't heard that saying before?
No, I haven't.
Can't remember who said it. But whoever they were thirsty.
Oh, so old
Surprised it wasn't me.
We got a high five, Alan. That was like unison.
On that, Arkstorm. Not only are Oz and Shad framed in opposing sides, Shad wears blue and Oz red. But Oz has the blue black light and Shad has the red black light. Cosmic powers are at work.
Yeah, we've changed
We
it.
meant that. That was all deliberate.
Yeah, everything
and
was deliberate.
Everything was symbolic.
Yeah. It's called conceptual contrast. No, whatever. Just go on the next one.
Okay. Isaiah Naivalu. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise?
Darth Plagueis the Wise was a Dark Lord of the Sith. So powerful and so wise, he could literally use the Force to influence the midichlorians and others to create life.
I thought it was to prevent death.
No, create life, and then he goes on about how he's going to stop himself. Well, stop everyone from dying, but he can't save himself.
Man, pity you didn't know Ray, right?
Oh, don't get me
Let's not-
started, Shad.
Like, we can talk about the Holocaust, we can talk about, pedophilic whores, but let's please not dirty this environment by mentioning the Star Wars sequels, okay?
We have standards.
We have standards.
Alright, Loki the cat said, too bad Loki didn't take an infinity paperweight, which doesn't work inside the TVA with him. Could work outside the TVA just fine, and even if it didn't work, would still be useful as a trickster.
Maybe he did.
Oh, this goes into the other comments. And so if we do get reaching one of those comments, I guess we're already addressing it right now, is that people are saying that's where Loki's telekinetic power is coming from.
Space Stone, Time Stone.
So people are saying Time Stone.
Well,
To
yeah,
me,
'cause
to
the
me,
building went back up.
I say no because he pulled the thing to him in episode 2. Was it 2? Yeah.
But that was a small thing.
That was a
This
small
was
thing.
a big thing.
So look, maybe there's like he's got low level telekinetic power, and the big thing was, but to me that looked like the same telekinetic power, just uses it on different scales. So the thing that would explain it would be the Tesseract, which is the Space Stone. The Tesseract could just intuitively, because it's about space, moving through space, you can teleport with it, could logically give someone telekinetic ability.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Have you seen the theory that everything that's happening since what's her name touched Loki with the enchantment powers is actually her inside his head, trying to get secrets out of him?
Maybe.
Because think about it. Remember at the beginning.
I'm not convinced, but
No, but think about it, right? Remember at the beginning of the episode where it showed them at the club thing, doing like they were, talking, and she was being really friendly and trying to coax her out of it.
Yeah.
Then they're in the train, exactly the same framing, doing basically the same stuff. And she can change the situation to whatever she wants to get this stuff out of him. So maybe she's trying to learn his powers, learn what he is able to do, what he wants.
That would also explain why he was able to be defeated by a couple of beat cops.
I'd be happy if maybe. Well, look, we'll see. I'm not fully convinced. As to if he grabbed one of the Infinity Stones, like I said, that could be actually a half decent explanation. That would explain my criticism of where he gets the power thing, and I would withdraw that criticism. But then that raises the fundamental criticism that I actually put in my Loki video on Shadowversity. That then, like the Infinity Stones, if they still have power, they should be unlocking these in nukes times infinity, right? And I explained that according to the the world building I set up to that point, they should have power based on what they did on Endgame. And so, as we saw in the video last time, if he grabs out an Infinity Stone and uses it, I would be so
Angry?
happy. No, because
happy. Okay,
there are
good.
so many people like, Shad, you're wrong because they don't have power because of they come from dead universes, and this would contradict that. What?
Can you read that one out loudly? Because it does have an exclamation point at the end, so it needs to be
Okay.
shouted.
Rias wrote, Team Oz, assemble!
Hell yeah!
That got 40 likes.
40 people want to join Team Oz.
We are getting a legitimate Team Oz.
Let's.
But what I'm wondering, guys, where's the Team Nathan and Team Ben here?
I don't need
Where's
a
the
team.
team
I
chat?
am the team. All you 40 guys on Team Oz, you can come and fight me.
I think we'd win.
No, you won't.
I mean, I think we would. 40 guys versus one guy.
Versus Ben, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Do you have any weapons?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
See, as soon as you said
that was such a layup.
I knew Ben was going to do that.
Okay, next comment.
Okay.
Let's distance ourselves. Let's get away from that.
Man, I've got the hard job of reading everyone's names. I'm sorry.
Well, you have glasses. It should be easier.
Yeah, but it's the pronouncing.
Aizawa.
Aizakawa said, I actually do watch these without seeing the episodes because after the first episode of Loki, all hope was lost and sanity for it, so this is the good way to keep track of the show.
Good
We
work.
appreciate you.
Think about it. Loki episode, 40 minutes. One of these things, an hour and a half.
Will Rattles said it makes sense for Loki to end up in a relationship with himself.
Yeah, because who does he love more than himself?
Yeah, no, this is true.
Self-love is a powerful thing.
Yeah. It's like Kanye West.
Okay.
No one
Mitch
loves Kanye
Ryan.
like Kanye loves Kanye.
I love
True.
Kanye. I grouped
Not like
Kanye's old
Kanye
stuff.
loves Kanye.
Kanye loves Kanye.
Yeah, I miss the old Kanye though.
I
Oh,
don't.
that's a big paragraph. Should we skip one?
I can read it.
Yeah.
No, if it's too long, we can't do essays. Is
Okay,
that
no,
Too long.
How many likes did it have though?
3.
Okay, yeah.
Screw that.
Hey, I like as a
This is
like.
one. This is a good one.
Okay, Shad. How many idiot women are in Loki? Me, casually hitting.
I'll read it.
We need Oz's timing for this one.
Shad. How many idiot women are in Loki? Me, casually hitting my bong. Oz. Just the writers. He says, me, never choked. Never choked on weed, laughing my ass off harder. Thanks a lot, Oz. You almost asphyxiated me. Wouldn't be the first time.
It's well timed. Though I
Lazy
did read
never.
another comment where someone was trying to say they went through all the women and they're saying that these women are acting stupidly, and so I was like, oh, that's actually fair. The proper meaning of my comment was more like women in authority and power, and
Yeah, but it was because
And
there's so many dumb men. You wanted to know where are the dumb women if there's so many dumb
yeah,
men.
yeah. And even though I agree that they are be doing some dumb things, obviously in the show, they're not being framed by the show's narrative that they're dumb.
Yeah.
They're the ones telling Loki he's an idiot and
Yeah,
stuff.
the dumb people are often framed as smart if it suits a particular story. What's another word for story?
Narrative.
Agenda.
I didn't want to say it because if you say narrative, that's a big one nowadays. Go on.
Silva Lucas said episode 3 was filler cringe. Only good scene was Loki singing with the Randos.
Yeah, I enjoyed that scene.
So I heard a theory, it might have been in the comments or something. I do like reading comments. So, that,
Oh, really? We should do a video about that.
that it could have been Loki testing if she was truly Asgardian, if she knew what language he was speaking when he was singing the song.
Or it could have been a female Loki doing the enchantment thing and manipulating him into doing something he'd love to do.
It's possible.
Both are plausible.
Yep.
James Webb said, don't mind me, Loki, as I, god of mischief, just casually magically lift a falling building, very large, back up with my...
With my mind vagina. A trick I've never wanted to use until now. Very good point. Did Loki use his mind vagina? Find out next week on Loki.
What are these
And
comments
that's the
turning
thing,
into?
like, if the, what's her name, Sylvie is using the enchantment power to penetrate his mind vagina. Folks, it's 3 episodes in, you know what I'm like, okay? You guys should know what I'm like. There's a whole,
We do.
there's a whole reason I'm here. Next one.
Okay.
Timos.
Theo Gannon wrote, literally the only reason I'm still watching Loki is just for these reviews.
Oh, we love you.
The only reason we're doing them is for you, Theo Gannon. We love you.
That's awesome. Love to hear it. And if you like it, share it with your friends, people. So you could tweet it, you could Facebook it, you
Probably
could
not
Reddit
anyone you
it.
work with, though. Don't send it to your workmates.
Yeah.
Lest HR come after you.
Okay. Shinaru press time, dot.
What's all these weebs?
Damn, we have an hour-long version this time. This is going to be a controversial episode.
Dude, you wait till we talk
No,
about
I
chefs.
actually think this one is the least controversial.
Yeah, because there's
One.
nothing happened in it.
And
Like,
a
what
lot
is
of
there to talk
people-
about? Proceeds to go on for an hour.
Okay. Zorkon008 wrote, Loki took some Infinity Stones and the building that he tossed back looks the same as when Doctor Strange did the same thing with the Time Stone. So Loki has a Time Stone at the very least.
Yeah, so we have addressed it already. I actually think it would make more sense to be the Space Stone, the Tesseract.
Now, when they do the stuff with the Space Stone, it comes out in blue like a shield, making the thing move.
We haven't really seen the Space Stone give telekinesis.
No, we have.
yet.
In Infinity War and Endgame. Whenever, like when he stops the blade from stabbing him, when it's surrounded in blue. When he throws people away, they're surrounded in blue.
Well, it could be
But
a
when they
misdirect.
use the Time Stone...
It's green.
No, it's green on the Time Stone, but not on the thing they're touching. Effectively.
Yeah, and when I was watching the building go back up, it did look like it was going back in time to its previously.
So
put position.
honestly, if it's the Time Stone or Infinity Stone, I'd be happy with either.
Same
I think
difference.
it's actually a fun kind of explanation, which because I was annoyed with that him getting up out of nowhere. This explains it actually quite nicely, and it's in line with his character being tricky and always having something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
And then it also means that the TVA is a massive plot hole with how they treat the Infinity Stones. If you can just grab it and bring it back into the timeline and freaking use them, it's like, Paperweights, the bloody idiots.
Next.
Okay. I'm sorry I don't read Russian because I can't read your name. But possible spoilers. Owen Wilson will come in, but he will come to arrest him because at this point he doesn't know that they've lost the time device, and then a grand reveal happens.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, it would be a contradiction if he just comes in out of nowhere without something explaining it, because they've set up quite strongly that anything that happens before an apocalyptic event, the TVA can't detect it. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Razanon. Yeah, the power scaling is the worst thing about this show. I was willing to hand wave the TVA agents, even though it showed that they could die to fire because of their diverse nature as human. But not only are they human, Loki and Sylvie should not have any issue with the freaking security guards in this episode. The trucker last episode had some possible hand waving with maybe Sylvie can boost those she controls, but it was just terrible writing.
Thank you. I agree. Yep.
Good reference.
So
I'll stop reading it beforehand.
Not allowed to.
No, you're not.
Master, I'm assuming is his name, because again, ... he's not the trickster god, he's a very naughty boy.
He is. Next one.
Oz, stop looking at the... Nathan?
What about
Turn
Ben?
around. Ben?
But it
Oz?
doesn't make any comments though. You're just like, alright, next one. You don't read that one. Yeah, no, scroll up. Alright, no, the full name's that. Yeah, anyways. This is what's like working with Oz when I'm editing and doing Photoshop as well.
Yeah, giving you sound advice.
When he goes to the bathroom.
Oh, no,
You're not wrong. Today, he went in and closed the door with me.
And we just hear this.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know if it was a stretch or if it was something else.
We got into the bathroom before.
What?
Getting
Oh, yeah. Sorry, no. It was a yawn.
Yeah, it was a very intense yawn.
when he's on the toilet.
How long was I
Was
in
your
there?
head extended a little bit when
How
you were
long
yawning?
how long was I in there compared to
Oz, could you yawn but just extend your head a little bit and lean forward?
No. No, I don't. Okay, I was taking a massive dump. No, I wasn't. Jeez. No, okay. Story time. I have this weird thing, right? Because my brother was an absolute dick when I was a kid. He would always used to burst in when I was sitting on the toilet, right? Always. Every single time. So now I have this thing where I'm conditioned to wait till everybody leaves. There you go. That's the story.
We know a bit more about Oz.
There.
I feel closer to you.
He has poop trauma.
Yeah, there's some really shitty memories. The crap I had to put up with as a kid. Anyway, next comment.
Okay. Bad Luck Poppy wrote, there are some people who watch this without seeing Loki, but if they are anything like me, they don't intend to watch it in the first place.
You see, I
You're not
can't
missing much.
I can't comprehend it when he says it. I have to read it. I just won't say anything. Because none of that came through. None of that made sense in
How
my
many
head.
likes did it have?
90
likes.
Okay,
Wait.
look, this one has quite a...
All right, if it's got lots of likes, we're going
Okay.
into it.
and like comments too. Okay. Should we go into spoilers so soon? They wouldn't be watching this if they hadn't seen the episode. Dudes, I watched this in lieu of seeing the episode. I don't watch Loki.
Lou. I watched
Lou.
this in Lou.
I
So that's not the only person saying that.
Yeah,
I take that as such a compliment.
Thanks,
It
guys.
means we're more entertaining than a Disney Plus series. That's amazing.
Yes.
I love
Thank you.
$10
Wow.
a month. We're better than Disney Plus. Pay us.
yeah. Don't go to Disney Plus or Netflix. Just
Go
go
to
to our
Patreon.
Patreon.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh, buy our merch, not Disney's merch. Oh, don't get me started on that. I don't watch Loki. I just like to hear coverage and commentary on it. It's like this is a legitimate method to keep an eye on the MCU while not having to actually sit through stuff you think you won't like. This is what the media review format has turned into, and hats off to you guys for providing this stuff regularly.
Legend.
Our pleasure.
Legend.
Yes. Okay. Lucas
there's
wrote.
Isn't there more to that?
No,
No,
that
that's
was
it.
the paragraph, but
Oh,
they spaced it out.
Okay,
So
okay.
it wasn't too bad. I mean, we can read the comments of that one, but nah.
Nah.
Lucas wrote Devil's Advocate. I love debate, starting at it was a pity the old woman had to die. It wouldn't surprise me if the conversation started as a way to figure out anyone to take advantage of. Of course, Sylvie asks the same, and since Loki knows what she's trying, he jumps around the answer.
What the hell is
Oh,
that?
okay.
I can't.
Now, okay, I
Too long.
just tapped on read more. And
Okay.
that's my fault. Enchantress is going to be Loki's daughter, adopted from a doomed timeline or split off duplicate who is now more than a clone.
Well, maybe. I disagree. It's possible. There's a slight one for that, but I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Bausdrexer said, have high standards, guys. Finally, someone said it.
If I had higher standards, I'd never get laid, okay?
Well, you don't anyways.
Yeah. But that was a chosen thing, okay? I took celibacy... Well, not celibacy, what's the word?
No, celibacy.
Celibacy is correct.
Chastity.
Chastity is
works
part
too.
of celibacy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, actually, chastity is a more broader form of celibacy. Celibacy is just not... Well,
You tell me the monks are jerking off?
okay. There's a couple of things. 'Cause sometimes
Yeah, they are good
celibacy,
at hand-to-hand combat, aren't they?
celibacy gets mixed up with chastity. Okay, celibacy is just not having sex. Period.
Oh, I thought
Okay?
celibacy could be like related to alcohol and things as well.
No, actually, I think if you go into the proper definition, celibacy might just be not getting married.
Oh.
And chastity is not having sex,
Not
outside
having
of
sexual
marriage.
relations.
Outside of marriage.
I did not have sexual relations.
But chastity also applies to modest stress as well. But when I was a missionary for my church, okay, and one of the things that came up, like if we ever came across, say, a priest from another church who practiced celibacy, it was like, yes, I practice celibacy. The leadership didn't tell me that. There was another missionary who said, okay, if they do that, just ask them, are they a chaste celibate? Because those are two separate things. Because not every priest who practices celibacy is practicing chastity.
Just ask the Catholic Church and their altar boys.
Yeah. And why do you think they feel they can get around? Because, again, celibacy isn't always chastity.
Next one.
If it's with a boy, it doesn't count. Hey, we make fun of Mormons. I'm a Mormon. We make fun of Mormons, and we can make fun of other religions. And I've met a lot of great Catholics. Okay, I mean,
My wife was raised Catholic, actually.
I went to Catholic primary school. Man, the masses were boring.
I know.
I went to a Catholic high school. They all sucked. They were douches. Then I went to a public one, and they were great.
I went to a Catholic high school for my final year of high school. The masses were boring.
Nightwolf18 wrote, I feel like whoever's theory it was about her being enchantress is maybe a little more true with all the talk of her enchanting people and not mind control because of how particular they were about always saying enchantment or some variation therein.
Yeah, I think that is a setup. Now, I don't think anyone can rightly take the credit for it because that's an internet rumor. It's being spread around a lot. And that's what I picked up on. Is like, yeah, it makes sense. And with you pointing out that they're calling it enchantment, that is a pretty direct setup, which I think even makes it stronger that she is Enchantress.
Yeah.
And I think I even saw a comment saying Sylvie is the name of the character Enchantress. And so...
That's settled.
But that doesn't mean she still couldn't be a variant Loki. She still could be, and just becoming Enchantress as the character. So we don't know.
Okay.
Next one.
Maxim Gamuvka said, I'm sorry guys,
Your orating is great.
I'm really trying. So if the TVA brainwashes people, maybe the jet ski is the last shred of his personality.
You think in a previous life he was a jet ski?
I reckon he was a retired grandpa that just had a jet ski in a boat.
Or he just likes... Yeah, I agree. That's what we were thinking as well last time. That's why we thought there's going to be a jet ski coming back and stuff like that.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I love this one.
Jonathan wrote, we all have a friend like Oz in our life. They're wrong about 3D chess. They're edgier than the rest of us straight edges.
You're damn straight.
But when there's fun to be had, they always come through. What? It's just a word. Come on.
That was a play on Oz's last gag in the last episode because he ends his whole thing saying, come on. But yes, look, we love Oz here. Oz has a very special place here amongst the game nights.
Yes.
They found me on a short bus one day.
He was abandoned and just had like a stake tied to a collar around his neck saying play with him.
A turtle that wasn't drinking any water on my lap was not moving, and yeah, it's great.
Okay, we've got another comment from Mr. Max Bovin, who's also Team Oz.
Team Oz!
And says, some people get upset at Shad for being too conservative. I sometimes get annoyed at Shad for not being conservative enough.
I just can't please everyone.
We need an Oz Unleashed show.
It's called Low Effort
Yeah.
Reviews, people.
Yep.
Mad Max Low Effort Review coming out when?
Soon.
Yes.
Soon.
Yep. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Mad Max Low Effort Review. Next one.
Okay,
But yeah, I will get worse as time goes on. I promise you guys. Especially if we get more people in Team Oz.
Heaven help us.
Enough people to oppose Shad and his team of 1 million subscribers.
See, I haven't even gone there. Like, I haven't even tried to push Team Shad.
Yeah, your humility is too great, I know.
It's because I don't need to.
Yes. Well, hey, 40 likes for Team Oz. That's pretty.
It is great.
That's a small band of men, man.
Look, I'm actually a bit Team Oz as well, I have to.
Oh, yes. Where's not even Team Nathan or Team Ben?
I was about to say, as well as Team Nathan, Team Ben. You cut
No,
me off.
you gotta have one team. One. Pick it. Pick it right now.
That's an arbitrary standard that I don't accept.
Hey, if my parents did it when they got divorced with me, I can do it with you. Next one.
Okay. Shevko said, my first thought as Loki, I suppose, after the reveal was like, great, that's less work for Loki to take over the TVA. Just mind control them and done.
I wonder if Enchantress will be able to just undo the mind controlling thing. Just
True.
Yeah.
Or Loki will learn it, and this would be cool. Like Loki being just more practiced in magic.
Yep.
Figures out I can actually use it in this way, and you haven't thought of it, and he's the one
And
who undoes the mind controlling.
I went back and had a look at the TVA agent who was like, she did the mind thing with, and she kept saying over and over again, it was real, it was real, it was real. Meaning the memory she had, right? And then she said, I want to go home. That's what happens when you get your memories back.
I like it. That's that part that I do like. Okay, I do like that. That there is some consistent through line there.
Yeah.
Okay. Leo Brutch wrote, I feel like the Loki series really suffers from the weekly releases. That system sucks anyways, but now it is actively hurting the show.
Yeah, but at least we can do episode per episode discussion, so it helps us out.
Yeah.
Thanks, Disney. We're your downfall.
Us and people like us who will call you out for your abuses against humanity.
Yeah. A bit intense, but yeah.
Alright, next comment from Board Fan Giroud said, they wouldn't be watching if they hadn't seen the episode. Me, hasn't seen even one episode
Do you
yet.
guys even have TVs? Like, why are you here if you haven't seen it? I don't mind. I just
we love it.
Okay.
And we love you again. You're awesome.
Team Oz.
You're never gonna drop that now.
Never. Never.
Do we need t-shirts now?
Okay, who wants a Team Oz t-shirt? Only like it. Only,
I want a Team Oz t-shirt.
Team Oz t-shirt? What?
Yeah.
What? Should I be holding the axe?
You
What
know,
should I be
no,
doing?
it's you and you can't get up with the double accent
Look, if we're
accents.
doing it for Oz, we've got to do it for each one of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
And,
see-
because this is the thing. There absolutely already is. I can feel it. There's a Team Nathan and a Team Ben already rising.
Yeah, all the Tumblr girls
let
love
us,
him.
let us know in the comments who you are. We know that you're there.
All the housewives and gay bikers love you. And all the medieval nerds love you. And all the awesome people love me. Next one.
Okay.
Bikers and gay nerds.
No. I said all of the housewives and gay bikers love me.
Gay bikers.
Why?
Because you're big and strong.
You wear black.
Because you're a big bear of a man. You're the only thing stronger than them. They need that. Next comment.
Oh my god. Okay. Matthew Cutler said, Shad, I love your thoughts and analysis. One idea I'd love your thoughts on is the idea that the TVA exists in the quantum realm, and that's why the Infinity Stones didn't work. The MCU has hinted that Infinity Stones have no effect in the quantum realm with Ant-Man in Endgame.
How do they hint that?
Okay. couple of thoughts. I actually think if you were to take an Infinity Stone into the quantum realm, it should still work, like with Dormammu. And so that kind of establishes that other dimensions, even without any laws of physics. It doesn't mean that the effect of Infinity Stones that happen outside in other dimensions, I don't think the snap happened in Dormammu's dimension or affected anything in that dimension either. And so I think the dimensional walls are barriers against the power of Infinity Stones when they're used in the main in whatever dimension they are.
I saw a counter to that. The fact that at the time there was a the reality of Earth was leaking into Dormammu's reality at the same time. So they drew time from reality from Earth.
There's making stuff up for the writers. There's nothing
to
confirm.
They were
it's a good theory, right? After Loki is done, I'm actually, if there are anything that directly contradicts a lot of the fan theories, I want to make a video on the danger of headcanon and stuff, because it can get... So, the thing is, I've fallen into this as well. My prime example is I've always had a headcanon personal explanation as to why Jedis don't turn their lightsabers on and off when they're fighting, because it's such an obvious advantage and move you can do. Especially when they lock up and they do the thing, right? You just move out of the way where the sword's going to go, turn it off, and you And so my explanation was always that there's a cooldown. Okay? And of course, that worked fine until it was contradicted entirely in the friggin' sequels, right? And so it means that you can't rely on headcanon. And so I think, I might do a whole
Unless
video
you're going to commit suicide, you can rely on headcanon.
Headcanon. And so, again, with the dimensional thing, it's a nice theory, but it's not confirmed at all. And especially because, do you think that there might not be anything in the MCU going forward where they might use an Infinity Stone in another dimension, contradicting that theory completely, when it very well could happen? Like Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, where, the Infinity Stones aren't really going to come back, though. They might play around with Loki.
Maybe Loki brings them back into this reality.
Maybe. But anyway, so, as to why they don't... I don't think there's any direct indication of it being in the quantum realm at the moment. Maybe. I think it's just it's another universe, pocket dimension, reality universe thing where laws of physics, blah, 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 blah. I still don't like it. I think the Infinity...
Don't you skip that comment.
Even if you try and explain that Infinity Stones don't work in the TVA, that doesn't mean that they're depowered.
Don't you skip that comment.
I'm not skipping. I'm just seeing how many we have left.
Keep reading.
All right, we're going to do a couple more, but we can't do them all, unfortunately.
Okay, Rylan Cormack wrote, every time I see one of these discussions with everyone, I like Oz more.
I love you too.
Not that everyone sucks at all. Everyone else is good, but Oz is great. Guys, you're giving him too much praise.
This is
You need to step him down a bit.
He has been lording it over in the office, and we're not kidding.
I did it one time.
No. This morning when I came to work, the first thing Oz said to me, he turned around in his chair and said, Nathan, have you read the comments? They love me. This is me. And then showed me a picture of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man on top of a building looking all heroic. He's like, this is me. This is who I am.
No.
You did.
No, okay, your context is wrong. Remember in Spider-Man 3, where he has the parade for him and he's like, they love me. Remember that part? That's the meme I said to you, I feel like this.
But then, okay, I was actually late for work this morning. Okay, and I came in 20 minutes later, and as soon as I walked in, he said, hey man, have you been reading the comments? They love me.
And then,
20 minutes later,
when I came into the office, do you know what I was asked? If I've read the comments.
And then, when I looked in the mirror in the bathroom, I said, I love me.
And then
when you heard me go, oh, that was me.
And then...
So, we
then
love Oz as well, but the thing is, we know Oz, and we know that, he's growing too powerful. Stop.
All right, next one. Don't let me do my Green Goblin one.
Look, just another comment saying that they haven't watched Loki, but they like us because we're entertaining.
Thank you. I think we've reached about what most of the main comments. Look, guys.
Oh wait, no. There's another one. Oz is dangerously based. So are you.
Yeah.
Guys, we are loving game nights. We're loving the interaction. We feel like the community is growing, and there is a community growing. We're already starting to see memes like Team Oz arise and stuff. This is all great signs, and we're really looking forward to the future. We want it to grow. We want it to expand. And hey, if you memes, right? If you like the memes that we do here on game nights and stuff like that, and if you make memes in relation to what we talk about, or just in relation to game nights generally, post them. in the Game Night Discord, right? And we would love to actually go through some memes, like showing each other and reacting as well, because that would be hilarious.
Can we there's an option for when we publish videos that people can take clips from our videos.
Oh.
Can we do that? Turn
Yeah,
it
yeah,
on?
totally.
Sweet. That way, memes. You can
Memes.
take clips out of context of us saying offensive things.
Oh dear, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Only to
It's
yours.
too easy to us. Yeah.
Yeah, do it to me. If I get cancelled, he can just disavow it.
That's just
Bye, guys.
All right, thank you very much for joining us, guys. Well, we love it. We love you, of course, and we hope to see you next time. So this is the Game Nights wishing you a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Tim Oz.